Hello friends and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, where you can see great games played badly. I'm John and this is Timberborn, and we are continuing with our challenge mode. Now, I've been doing some thinking. Currently we can store about 180 units of water. The beavers drink 2 units of water a day. We currently have about 22 beavers, so I think, my maths being as bad as it is, that should last us about 4 days. Maybe 5. I think 4. The water, as you see, is returning. We are pumping water out of this deeper section here, so we do still have water incoming during the drought. So that will maintain our population a little bit longer. So that's okay. We're okay for water at the moment. As you can see, we've very nearly cleared out all of these trees over here. So that's given us a bit more space there. So I'm going to put a farm in here. Actually, let's mark that out now. Let's put the fields in now while we think about it. We will grow potatoes here, I think. That should do it, I think. Yeah, that will do. We'll put a farmhouse in next to it. We don't have the free beavers for this at the moment, but we have one and we can get rid of this lumberjack flag soon enough as well, so that's not too bad. Now obviously we are going to need the ability to actually cook these potatoes, so we're going to need to put in a grill as well, and we will put that in if we can. Yep, right there. Okay. No, I don't want to pause it. What's happening over here? We are still looking to build our windmill and our gears over here. So let's speed things up. Yeah, all of our carrots have died again. As soon as we get explosives, we're going to be able to do something about that. But at the moment, unless we just shift that whole farm over here. Now, will it reach? Yes, it will. Okay. Okay, in which case, let's lay out the field first. We want carrots. Sorry, I'm trying to count in my head. I think that's right. 7 by 10, I think. And we'll bring that up there and put the farmhouse in there. Okay, and once that's built, we'll clear this land as well, because obviously this isn't fertile during the drought. Okay, I've played on just a little bit, just to the next day. I've got rid of the woodcutter over here, since all these trees have now been cut, at least for the moment. There are some regrowing, but that's fine. We are nearly done putting this farmhouse together over here. I've put another 2 beavers into the district centre to increase our building speed. We have 2 unemployed beavers, and I'm going to put in some more housing now, I think, because we do need it. I'll put the lodge in there, and we need... Let's have a look. How's this arranged? Right, we might as well just come straight off the centre there. Okay, so that's a few building projects to do. We are also still turning some of these logs into planks, as and when they can be bothered. Looks like these lumberjacks aren't actually doing anything at the moment because there's nothing to cut. So I will pause one of them. That gives us another unemployed beaver. And let's speed things up. Why are you hungry? You just hadn't eaten. Fair enough. Okay. So food-wise, we're doing okay. With the berries we've got coming in and the carrots as and when they do come in, we're doing fine for the moment. We do have more berries available over here should we want to get them. Okay, this is done. So we'll set you to planting and focus on potatoes. Looks like the grill is going to be the next thing constructed. That's good, because that'll help bring us in some more food. So I'll play on until that's done. Okay, so a couple of days have passed. This second farmhouse still isn't built because we are not getting the logs in quickly enough, because they're just not growing quickly enough. I've set up a little patch of pine to be planted there, so hopefully that will increase our supply of wood. Our grill is up and running. Obviously it's waiting for these potatoes to be ready, but that's good to go. Food and water wise, we're doing okay. Obviously we've burned through our supply of berries quite quickly because they were the only food we had. We finished this windmill and we're waiting for the logs so we can put this power shaft to connect this second windmill up. Yeah, so that's where we are. We are currently hurting for logs a little bit. I don't know. Let me try. I'm going to try and put some steps up there. And hope that will be in range to build another lumberjack up here somewhere. Looks like that will connect fine. Okay, so we'll put a lumberjack in there and we will mark all of these trees to cut as well. Well, all the ones we can reach. There we go. Oh, and those. And those. Okay, so hopefully then, eventually this set of stairs will be complete. I will try and prioritize those, but it's going to be a long time because we need the wood and we don't have the wood. So we are going to spin forward until either the drought hits or we have enough wood to actually complete some of these building projects. Yes, I know you have nothing to do in range. That's fine. Once that's built, you will. Yeah, I'm just looking around to see if there are any more trees we can get to easily enough, but there don't appear to be, unless I build another lumberjack up here, which is probably a good idea. Yes, I will do that. Let me lay in a path connecting up to those stairs there. And we will pop in another lumberjack right there. And actually, I mean, the tree cutting area is pretty good already, but we'll mark all of these as well. Let's just mark that whole area. Hopefully we'll be able to reach it. Okay, hopefully that should bring us some more wood in. I'm saying hopefully a lot. I have a lot of hope. This is Hope Springs after all. But I will spin on for a few days. Hopefully we'll get those building projects completed fairly soon. Right, this farmhouse is finally complete, but we don't have any unemployed beavers to put into it at the moment. So I have set this farmhouse to harvest, and we'll prioritise the carrots. So they'll clear out what needs to be harvested, and then we will demolish this farmhouse and send those over there. The reason we don't have anyone is that we've had a death from old age, which is fine. It happens. This lumberjack is up and collecting wood, which is great. So that's increasing our supply of wood coming in. Not by much, but by a little bit, and that helps. As you can see, there are logs being dropped off into the storage here again before they're immediately picked up and moved elsewhere. Planks are holding us back because we don't have the logs coming into the lumber mill. So yeah, that's where we are. I'm still prioritising this. We're waiting for one more plank to finish those stairs. So we will speed up a little bit. And hopefully at some point that will happen. And we'll get a few more logs coming in. And then it might be worth, once the population grows a little bit more, setting up a forester up here to replant and use this as a regrowth thing. Depending on how much of this stays fertile during the drought, obviously. Still waiting for the power shaft to be laid in. Still waiting for the platforms to be built so they can actually get into the new housing. This is just standard early game holdback, really. This is nothing unusual. So we will continue to spin on for the moment. I'm looking at, we've got a fair amount of research building up now, which is great. So actually I'm going to shut down temporarily one of these inventors. And now we have 2 beavers in that farmhouse, which is great. And that set of steps has been built, so we're getting more wood coming in from over here. Excellent stuff. And those have been built. Oh wow, it's all happening now. Look at that. Everything is done. Right. So, the next... Now, let's spin forward till daylight, so at least we can see what we're doing. Okay, now it's morning. Right. What we need to start thinking about... Obviously, our population is the word I was looking for. Our population is going to grow. Now we've got another bit of housing. And in fact, we've already got another child been born. So, I'm going to put in some more housing, he says, tentatively. So I don't want our population to grow too quickly. And it's a mirrored lodge I want on that side. There we go. Yeah, so I don't know if I explained this or mentioned this last time. These huts, these lodges, are mirrored. So, because I've got them on opposite sides mirrored, the paths all match up. It just makes it easier to connect, which is quite a nice little touch by the devs there, I think. But we're going to need to think, because our population is now growing, we're going to need to think about the amount of water we can store. So, I'm going to spend 120 of our hard-earned research points on unlocking the large water tank. Now, that does require gears. We have 16 currently in storage. And I am going to put it... I'm going to put it there. Because that makes it easier for people on this side of the colony to get water. Yeah, that seems to be a bit more sensible. So the farmer, the woodcutter over here, the forester eventually, when we get them, they'll be able to get water from there rather than having to come all the way back here. It's not much off their journey, but it's a little bit. That'll make them more efficient, hopefully. Think about the next thing to do, I think. So, well-being, we're looking at... What have we got? We're starting to get grilled potatoes being eaten, so that's good. We could look at aquatic farming. Let's have a look. Yeah, we could look at aquatic farming. That would bring more food in. Or we could look at technology. Unlocking maybe the paper mill. It's not a lot of use until we get metal in, really. So metal is probably the smartest plan. And looking around... Okay, so there's metal over there. Metal over there. Or metal over here. Lots of metal over here. None of which is particularly close. We are going to need another district to bring in some of that metal, I think. Just make sure there is none closer. There isn't, is there? Right, this is the closest then. And that's going to be well outside of our district range, I think. Yeah, Right, well, let's try and get out there at least. We'll want to get rid of that tree. We'll put a path in. Up to there, I think. And then steps down. Oh, this is going to be expensive on resources as well, isn't it? So, steps down, steps up, and I guess steps up. And then we could put a scrapper, which is 250 points, which we can still afford. Up in there, maybe. Yeah. Okay, well, we'll see if any of that gets built. We'll see. Has that tree been removed? No, that tree is being removed now. So let's speed up until that tree is removed and we can put this path in. There we go. Right. Hopefully that will be made. It looks like we've taken all the gears over here already. We're waiting for 3 more gears and 26 more planks, which is going to take a while. So I will spin on until the next drought warning. Okay, day 14, and we've got the drought warning. So we've got 3 more days before that hits. Our large water tank is moving towards completion. It should be done by the time the drought hits, but whether it'll fill up, I don't know. Probably not. We have plenty of logs coming in. Our chestnut trees are growing. And this patch here, I'll show you. This section here is marked for marked not to be cut, if you know what I mean. It's not marked for cutting. Let me try that again. This section here is not marked for cutting. So that will not be cut, so they will grow chestnuts, and our gatherer will be able to bring in chestnuts at some point. As you can see, the wood situation up here it's mostly gone. Over here, she, they are working their way through the trees up here. Nothing is moving really on the stairs because we're using all of our planks for the water tank here, so that's where we are. I mean, these 2 windmills are producing power. Not at a great speed, but they are producing it. It is very variable, but it's what we have, so we're just going to have to deal with that. We're already pushing our housing limit. We have 7 children, so we're going to have plenty of available beavers for a little while. So I'm wondering if it's actually worth putting in. What are we looking at here? 176. We need 120. So we could, in fact, put in another lumber mill up here, feeding off of this power structure here. Yes, I'm going to do that. I'm going to put in another, where are we? Another lumber mill. I was wanting to put another storage on the back of there, but no, we'll do that. We'll sort out more storage when we need it. I mean, this is empty. This is only storing planks and gears. And at the moment, we don't have any. So, it's fine. But yeah, I'll put in another lumber mill there. That shouldn't be a problem to construct, because that's only logs. And that should increase our... Well, it will increase our consumption of logs, and it will increase our production of planks, which will be helpful. So, let's speed things up. Yeah, that's already well on its way. Okay, eventually I will clear out these bushes here and use this for building space because we're not going to need berries when we get further on, really. Only for sort of starting districts, because we'll have plenty of carrots and potatoes, and hopefully by that stage we'll have wheat coming in as well. So that's where we are. I will spin forward till the start of the drought to see how long it's going to be, and hopefully this water tank will have been constructed by then. Okay, there it is. It's going to be 3 days. I mean, yeah, that'll be fine. Our large water tank is complete and is already storing more than one of those can. So that's nice. Yeah, the lumber mill is complete and is producing planks. So hopefully now, let's have a look. Okay, so yeah, things are being transported out here. So these are being built. I mean, let's see how far. Yeah, that's as far as we'll be able to reach with our district where it currently is. So we are going to need another district before that scavenger flag is viable, unless... Thank you, autosave. Unless we move the scavenger flag down to here, where it can reach, and hope that it can actually reach the ruins themselves. Well, we'll see. We'll do... Well, no, I did want to put that in. Put it in there. Okay, so when that those stairs are complete, we'll see if we're actually bringing metal in. And in the meantime, I will put some storage in there, and I will set that to hold metal salvage only once that's complete. But we'll spin on through the drought. As I say, it shouldn't be a problem. We have 187 water, 190 water stored, 400 food. We should be fine. Just look at where this drops back to when the water disappears. Okay, so yeah, this stays fertile by the looks of things. That should be... See how far it drops back from this side. Okay, yeah, I think I measured that pretty much right. We might lose one or two on the end here, but that should be fine. Up here, we're fine, because we've got the water in here to help us. Over here, everything's dead. But it's fine. Although, what I can do now is I'm going to delete that, and I'm going to mark... Let's have a look. There we go. All of that for deletion. So we'll clear up that space and we'll be able to use it for building. Not sure what we're going to build there, but we'll build something. And I'll spin on until the end of the drought. There we go. The drought has ended, and we're still sitting pretty on 441 food and 134 water. So that was no problem at all. We have nearly wiped out all the trees in this area again, though. Over here, our storage is built. I didn't quite get to it in time before they shoved some berries in there and things like that. But I've set it up to store only metal blocks and scrap metal. Our scrapper is producing scrap metal, so he can reach. I'm putting some stairs up here because I want to see if I can actually have enough space to build up there. I'm not sure I'm going to. But I really only need one square up there to start with, at least. But we'll see. We'll see if that works. What I want to do is basically put power up there to power a smelter, because that way the smelter and the scrap collector are close together, and the storage is in between them. That's my plan. If not, I'll put some power down on this section here and put the smelter connected to it. Yeah, other than that, we are doing absolutely fine. We've got plenty of food. Our planks are being produced at a slightly more impressive rate. Slightly more. Just thinking about up here, because obviously all of this is gone in terms of hydration during the drought. So there's not a lot of point in putting a forester up here at the moment. Or is there? I don't know. I'll think about that. Because we definitely need more logs coming in. We definitely don't have enough. So it might even be worth putting another forester down here, or putting in some more trees at least down here. Yeah, I'm going to do that. At least for the moment, I'm going to do that. And I will plant maple in here, I think. Now, how far did the... Okay, to that path there. Yeah. Might as well fill all that in with maple. And if and when the water returns, here it comes, they'll start planting that up as well. So that should eventually increase our wood supply as well. I'm probably going to need more wood storage, to be honest. But we're okay for the moment. Let's have a look. Are you built? You are not built. Come on, hurry up and build. What are we waiting for? Logs and planks. I'll spin on until that's done. I won't need to. It's already done. Okay, now. Give me a path. Give me enough distance. Yes, that is enough distance. Okay, first things first. Lumberjack, get in there. And cut down all of these here trees. No, don't want to pause it. Okay, so it takes about a day for the water to return. That's not too bad. That's not too bad at all. But once that is clear, we can put some power up here, hopefully. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's a thing, isn't it? Yeah. I bet you were all shouting at me. Telling me I was an idiot. And you would be right. Okay, well, we can deal with this. So if we put that there like that, I think we can do that and destroy that. And prioritize all of that. Okay. At some point, I will engage my brain. Possibly. I wouldn't hold your breath. Right, I will spin on until we've cleared some of this wood out from up here and I can fit in some power structures. Okay, I am clearing out this space, as you can see. I've put in a windmill. There's a second one going in there, and I've put in the power structure to connect them up. These produce up to 200 horsepower, apparently. These are on high ground, so they should get better production. But the smelter, which is what we need next, uses 200 horsepower. So I put in 2 just to be on the safe side. So let's unlock that. He's a big fella. And I've already checked. That should be fine. He should be able to reach the district centre from there. So let's do it easy. Let's pop it in there. And put a path in there. And then, there's our connection point. What I will do, oh, come on, keep the camera still, come on, is I will put stairs either side and a platform in the middle so that the log cutter can still reach all of this easily. It doesn't have to walk around that and thus reduces, or her, distance. Okay, I will play on until that's completed then. That's going to take scrap metal, which we nearly have enough of, now that that's back doing its job, in theory. Yes, that is back doing its job. So that will be coming in. So we'll have enough of that. Gears we need 20 of. We have 24. That's fine. Planks we have 50 of. We need 50, so that's fine. So that will be done sooner or later. So I will spin on until that is complete. I'm going to take out this lumberjack. It's not doing us any good there, really. But I wonder, is that the same height? That is the same height, isn't it? I wonder how far across that is. That looks like it's too far across, to be honest. So it's 7 across. That's going to be too wide even for our widest suspension bridge. Okay. That's no good then. Will it fit across there? Let's have a look. Okay, so that's 6 wide. Yeah, I don't think that's going to work. Okay, not to worry. We'll have to use platforms to get across there, I think. In which case... we don't have enough science points to unlock the double platform yet. But we will do that next, I think. And then we can come across here, maybe start getting rid of some of this wood as well, open up a bit more land for ourselves. Not very useful, is it? It's kind of... yeah, but it does give us closer access to this metal over here. Maybe. Maybe. This is probably smarter, although at the moment we're doing absolutely fine for food. We do have aquatic farmhouses if we need them, and a lot of low-lying space around here that we can use to grow aquatic crops. Obviously they're going to die as soon as the drought hits, but there might be enough space between droughts to do that. Or put it down in here, which means it won't grow until the... no, that's no good. No, because they won't grow until the drought starts, and then the drought's not going to be long enough to harvest. Yeah, that's difficult. I don't think aquatic farming is going to be viable at all without dams or levees. Or dams, specifically. I know I can't think of a way that's going to be viable at all. I mean, we'd be able to get some crops in between droughts, at least to start with, until they start getting worse. But then they will just die as soon as the drought hits. So, probably not worth it at this stage. Probably worth it just to keep the land for farming and stick with the crops that we have. Okay, but yeah, I will spin on until our smelter is constructed. And our smelter is up and running. There you go. It's currently not getting a lot of power, because these are producing 62 each at the moment, but that's fine. Not that they're actually producing anything, because the beaver hasn't arrived. Vaniga hasn't arrived. Is this Vaniga, or is this our log cutter? That's Vaniga. Okay, so they are now starting to produce metal blocks, which is excellent. They'll be stored in there. We still have berries and things in there, but let's empty that, and then we'll turn it back on once it's been emptied. Yeah, I've put in a hauler's hut over here. I've put in some additional housing because we'd hit our housing limit again. Currently have no unemployed beavers. I'm putting in a forester up here, and I'm going to put this space as planting and some of this as well. So we'll have some more logs coming in up here. This log cutter here, I've increased their cutting radius again to cover this section too. Yeah, and we've got 358 water, 566 food. We're doing fine at the moment. I stress at the moment. It's going to go wrong sooner or later, but for now we're doing well. So, thanks very much for watching. Please do give us a like and a subscribe if you've enjoyed the episode and you would like to see more. Please leave us a comment, let me know what you think, how you think I'm doing, what you think I should do next, whether I've done something incredibly stupid, which is, you know, always a possibility. But please join us next time. Please check out the other videos on my channel. Until then, I've been John. This has been Timberborn. Please do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. And bye-bye.